Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Glow Up with Frashay. Y'all know what to do, period. Today's video, I'm finishing up Vlogtober. I have been consistent enough. You understand what I mean? I was going hard, okay? Y'all gotta give it up. Clap it up for me, clap it up for me. All right, so today's video is going to be a Halloween video. I know y'all like my Spooktober stories and my story times of my real life events. Okay, this ain't no made up stuff. This is real life. So I'm just gonna do 3 miniature stories today that some of my family members experienced and I've experienced. And just to wrap up, I have some more. I have plenty more to do, but I'm just gonna wrap up the mini horror series, Spooktober. I'm just gonna put all of these in a series so you guys can watch, and I probably will do 1 episode a month just to keep that series going. So let me know in the comments below that you want to see this consistently on my channel, and I'll probably will pop in with 1 video of my horror series. Let's get right into the video. So this happened to me a long time ago, maybe when I was a teenager. It wasn't my first time visiting a graveyard, but it was my first time going to see my grandfather, which passed away a while back. And I went with my uncle and my mom. We went to find his grave. He's a veteran, so he was buried in the Veteran Cemetery, which is huge cemetery. If you guys know the Veteran Cemetery in New York, Long Island, it's huge. And it's also veterans who have passed in the past, like way long ago, and veterans who have passed today. So it's a mixture of everybody, you know, from all the years. This is all up in there. So when I went, I remember it was a bright Sunday. Nobody literally was in this cemetery except me, my uncle, and my mom. Nobody. When I say nobody, it was just us. We had the pamphlet. My uncle called prior to see where his stone was, so we could look for it. And we had a map. So we had a map. We had a little pamphlet. We're going around looking for it at this point. So now we split up because it's so huge. We're splitting up in that area wherever my grandfather is. So my mom went all the way down this way. My uncle went all the way down this way. I'm about 17 years old. I could say I'm 17. I don't know if was I in college? It was so long ago, I don't even remember. Maybe I was 17. Okay, I could say 17, 18. 18. I was out of high school. I know I was out of high school. 17, 18. Let's put 18. And we all split up. And beautiful day outside. You know, not a cloud in the sky. Blue skies. You can see the sky. You can see everything up in there. All right? Why am I hearing helicopters? Literally, I'm hearing helicopters passing every 5 minutes, and it's driving me insane because it's so loud, right? So I'm looking up, because you know when you hear a helicopter, you see it. I'm looking up, I don't see anything. I'm looking around, I don't see anything. I hear it, I keep hearing it over and over and over. I went to a far areas, like by some trees. When I looked over, my mom was all the way like this. That's a walk. All the way walking this. She can't even hear me if I yelled anything. And my uncle's all the way on the other side. He can't hear me if I yell anything. So I went all the way by like a little secluded area by the trees. And these are like old graves. I'm seeing the years, right? So I'm hearing distant chatter, right? Like real distant, but I can hear them, but you can't figure out what they're saying. It's very distant, but it's chatter. You can hear a conversation between 2 people, but it's very distant. Now, the style of the voice, y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, but the style of the voice was very 1920s, right? You could just tell in the 1920s, actors and people back then had a certain accent. Yeah, like they talked very, you know, profound. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at a 1920 movie and see how the men talk. So the men dialect, if that's maybe dialect. Dialect was definitely different than how did people talk today. And I'm hearing chatter between two people, and it's kind of distant, but it sounded like it was on like a walkie-talkie because it wasn't clear. So I'm looking around, and nobody was there. No other cars was in that parking lot. It was just me, my mom, and my uncle, and they remember this to this day. I'm like this because my mom finally looks at me. I'm like this. I'm calling her over. I'm hearing freaking helicopters. I'm hearing two men chatter in the background. I'm looking around and nobody else is around. What is going on? It's driving me nuts. I feel like I'm going crazy. So my mom comes to me and she's like, what's going on? And I'm telling her what's happening. And she's like, no, I haven't seen a helicopter. I haven't heard a helicopter. Nobody else is here. It's just me, your uncle, and me. So what's going on? I said, you know what? I'm gonna cut this short. I'm sitting in the car until y'all find it. I'm not getting out the car. And she saw my face like I was literally terrified. Like she's seen me and she knew whatever I was hearing was real to me, right? I got in the car. I sat in the car for the whole time until they found it. I can't explain it to this day what I heard, but I definitely heard the helicopters and the men chatting. And it was like they were playing out something for me to see. And I told y'all because I'm gifted in that area of hearing supernatural things and experiencing supernatural things, they probably will appear to me, will try to appear to me more, if that makes sense. So that was spooky as heck, okay? That was really spooky. Next story, the man and the woman. Like, if y'all follow my stories, y'all know that my apartment was haunted, or is still haunted probably, with the man and a woman. And the woman would be in my bedroom, and I heard the man call my name. If y'all could go back and look at that story time. So my sister seen a man's shadow in and out the house. We seen a man and a woman dancing on the rooftop, shadow people, all that stuff. I heard a woman scream in the hallway when nobody was home. Me and my dog heard it, so y'all know it was real. All that stuff. So this happened to my grandma and my mom. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat the story time. So in the living room we have like a curtain. You know how like the old curtains at the door, like you could pull it up, pull it back, you know, it's old school. So my grandmother was sitting down on the couch, and my mom was doing something in her bedroom at the time, and my grandma was yelling at something like, get the F out of here, what are you doing? Leave the curtain alone, what's going on? And my mom was like, what's she yelling at? Nobody's literally in the hallway, like who is she talking to? And so the way the hallway is made, my mother can just look out her bedroom and see the living room from down the hall. So my mom peeked out of her bedroom a little bit and seen the curtain moving. The curtain is going crazy. It's like going like this. Like literally somebody's like shaking the curtain, shaking the curtain, shaking the curtain. And my mom was like, what the hell is going on? And she steps out, my mom steps out all the way. As soon as she steps out into the hallway, it stops. Like it never moved. So whatever it was didn't see her when she was looking at it when it was doing this. But when she stepped in that hallway, it was like. So my mom was like, what the F just happened? What did I see? So she asked my grandmother what was going on, and my grandmother said she's seen a woman and a man at the curtain playing with the curtain. And she seen two spirits playing with the curtain, and she had to cuss them out, because that's what you do, old school Southern, you cuss the spirits out. You don't want it there because they're not welcome. They can't take over your home. So she was cursing the spirits out while they was playing with the curtain, playing with her. And my mom seen the curtain doing this. As soon as my mom stepped out in the hallway, it was still like it never even moved. Okay, so that bugged out my mom. It bugged out my grandma. That was like another mini little story that happened in the house. Now I'm gonna give you a silly little haunted story. Well, it was terrifying at that moment, but it's silly to me. So I like to collect teddy bears. I used to like to collect teddy bears when I was younger. I had my little bedroom set up with my vanity, and all the teddy bears was on the vanity, right? My grandma and my mom is an antique dealer, which means they go to thrift stores, they go to garage sales, you know, they go and get used stuff. I am a fan of it if it's useful to me. I get a Louis Vuitton purse and I get a Cartier watch here and there, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. So they used to bring me back like teddy bears and things like that. When they see it, they buy it for me, they give it to me, right? So I had them all on my dresser. So this one teddy bear, oh, I don't know who it belonged to, but I know it was cute, it was pink, it was like a little medium-sized bear, and I put it on my dresser. I kid you not. Every time I put it somewhere, because I used to rearrange them every time I get somewhere new, it always appeared in a different spot. Now, I know I wasn't going crazy. It always appeared in a different spot. Now I'm thinking it's my sisters going through my stuff. You know, they're in my room, they mess with my stuff, and I get agitated and angry. You know how big sisters and sisters are. When you have a lot of sisters, they borrow your stuff. It was kind of like that. So I'm like, who is going in my room, touching my stuff? Da, 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 da. So, but it wasn't nothing else except this teddy bear. So it wasn't making sense to me. It was starting to be like, why is only this teddy bear is moving from spot to spot? One time, I kid you not, I remember I went to school. I was in high school at the time, and I had the teddy bear sitting on another lion bear, and I remember this clearly. A lion teddy bear. I had it sitting on top of the lion teddy bear. When I got home, that teddy bear was on my bed. I don't know how. It couldn't be my sisters, because my sisters did not come home until after me that day. I asked my mom. My mom didn't have, you know, any memory. She was like, she didn't even go in my room. How, Sway? How? So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is too much, right? But this would really, really took the cake for the haunted teddy bear. So I remember nobody's home. You know, I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm a performer. I perform in front of my little teddy bears or my pets. So I'm like acting out, singing or whatever. I'm singing and dancing or whatever. And then I take a shower, I come back to my room. I just open the door. But as soon as I open my door, the dresser is all the way over here. The vanity is all the way on the other side of the room. My room is kind of big for, it was kind of big for a bedroom. My room was big. It fit a queen size bed, and it had more room. So it was big. So as soon as I opened the door, like literally opened the door, I'm stepping in. The teddy bear got off the dresser and rolled to the floor. Like somebody pushed the bear. Because usually when a bear falls, it just falls flat, right? It will fall flat, it will be down on the floor. No problem, right? No, this time the bear got off the dresser, tumbled to all the way on the other side of the freaking room. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. All the way on the other side of the room. And I'm like, how did that just happen? So I knew something was attached to that bear. Something was not right with that bear, and I threw that bear the hell out. I threw that bear. I didn't even throw it out. I told my stepfather to throw it out. I can't get it out of my room. I don't want to see it anymore. Something's not right. So whatever it was, it made an appearance to me that moment. I don't know if it wanted to dance or have fun with me, or they see me having fun and they was like, no, bitch, I'm gonna still, what are you doing? But those are the 3 mini horror stories. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween, happy fall months, and like I said, I will continue this series for you guys, probably a story every month. And I hope you enjoy these little mini story times. All right, peace.